Capricorn, and welcome to your October general reading. Remember, this is only a general reading. Take what you can relate to and leave the rest for others. Let's shuffle up these cards and let's see what you have going on in October, Capricorn. Oh. Capricorn. Capricorn. Thank you. Capricorn. 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 Capricorn, I have 5 different decks that I'm going to be reading from today, and the very last deck, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Okay, so the very last card of the deck is from the beautiful Alice in Wonderland deck, which I just received from my mum as a gift for my birthday. So I've only used these cards twice, so I'm going to read the full divination from the book for this card, just to help me to get used to them, because they're a wee bit different. Okay, but the very last card has actually come out for Taurus, Virgo and Libra. Okay, Capricorn, and also the Guardian Angel card, I'll just circle that down there, has also came out for Libra. Alright, so there is kind of relevance in a couple of different signs this month, so let's see where we're going, Capricorn, with your reading for October. Now, as I was shuffling up the decks for you, one of the main things that I heard coming through was you need to let it go. Okay, there's something that you're carrying forward from your past, and it's like you keep dragging it forward with you. It's like you need to let it go. It's time to move on from it. It's time to leave it behind you. Okay, you can't move forward and become the person that you're going to become if you keep dragging this with you. You know, it's like having a heavy anchor on a rope and pulling it and pulling it and pulling it and pulling it. Okay, your hands are going to get sore. Alright, it's going to become burdensome to keep trying to drag whatever this is with you. It's like, leave it behind you, move on from it now. Whether it's an argument, whether it's a partner that you're no longer with, whether it's an injustice, alright, whether it's something that somebody did or somebody said, like, let it go now, leave it behind you, just move on from it. Alright, it doesn't mean that you need to get apologies or answers. It just means that love yourself enough to say, my hands are burnt enough, it's alright to just walk away and just leave it behind me now. Alright, so that it's not troublesome anymore, if that makes sense. Okay, it frees the weight. It frees the weight. So Capricorn, the first card that I have for you is one of my absolute favourites from this deck. It's the Butterfly. It's all about transformation. I love this card, love this card. And just very quickly before we get going, Capricorn, I posted a post on my Facebook group just a fortnight ago. I was painting my garden shed and came across a little butterfly in its cocoon on my shed, and I actually went out, I think it was like 4 days ago, and it's finally gone, which means the little one is now transformed, become a butterfly, broke out and flew away. Right, absolutely beautiful. But it really got me into the process of researching how a caterpillar goes into the darkness and respawns into this beautiful, beautiful little insect with wings. It's able to actually lift itself off of the ground, or from being so far down here to lift up into a higher environment. Okay, it's beautiful. Now, the transformation, okay, this is all about a breakthrough in your life, a breakthrough in you, alright, no longer being held back, alright, no longer being stuck. It's like, and that could be where it's like you need to move on and let something go. It's like, because for you to be able to transform into the person that you're yet to become, or the person that you're becoming, you need to love yourself enough to surrender that and let it go. Let divine take care of it, alright? If there's karma to be had with the past, it will come. It will come to them. all right? But don't hold yourself back, don't punish yourself anymore, all right? Transformation is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, if we can think of Capricorn, these very cute and fluffy little caterpillars, all right? They go through their day just gnawing on the leaves, all right? And then it gets to the point where it doesn't know where it's going. It just knows that it needs to get itself up off the ground into a safe and stable area where it cocoons itself, all right? It puts itself in solitude. It goes into the darkness for a little while, okay? Now, the caterpillar doesn't really know what's going on at that time, all right? It just knows that it's in a dark space and there's changes going on. It's in the darkness, so it's unaware as to what's going on around about it. Okay, but it's trusting the process. It's trusting the process, and that's what you need to do at the moment. Just trust the process. All right. If you're feeling a bit in solitude or you've been through a wee bit of a time of darkness, trust the process. It's happening exactly as it's meant to, and it's happening for you. All right, not to you, Capricorn. It's happening for you. Now, as you start to go through this process, there will come a time where you will notice that the time is right, for something to happen, for this change to happen. Okay, you'll poke your little head out of the cocoon, all right, and you'll look down and you'll go, oh, that's a big leap of faith, that, you know, and but you'll take the leap of faith. And you'll break free of the cocoon, and unknown to you are going to be two beautiful wings that are going to be behind you. All right, that leap of faith is going to be a beautiful leap of faith. Okay, it's a complete breakthrough. You're a completely different person. There's a massive change happened. All right, and when I talk about that, it's like coming out of the dark and moving into the light, and taking the leap of faith and trusting the process that everything's going to be all right, Capricorn, because it will be. It will be. Okay, trust the process. Don't be scared. I need to say that as well. Don't be scared. All right. Your next card is from the Archangel deck, and that's the sensitivity card. That's the sensitivity card. Okay, it is Archangel Haniel. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honour yourself and your feelings. Capricorn, you may be feeling overly emotional at the moment. All right. You may be wanting to go into the dark a little bit, or more time in solitude away from others, because you're feeling, so if you're empathic especially, all right, feeling and absorbing other people's energies and emotions. Okay, so keeping yourself protected from that, honouring yourself and your feelings. So if you feel like you're not being heard, you're not being respected, you're not being listened to, all right, it's okay to take a step back and have some time just for you. All right, there's no shame in that at all, and that could, you know, you could be putting yourself in that wee cocoon as well, so that you feel safe, you know, out of the, because if there's a lot of different things going on and you're feeling extra sensitive, and we are in October, which means the veil is thinning, all right, so your intuition, your empathic abilities will be like high this month. Okay, so you will be extra sensitive as well. Know that it's okay to go into solitude and protect yourself and keep yourself safe in your cocoon. If that's what you need to do, all right, you got to love yourself enough and do what's right for you. Now, moving on to your and I want to also just say before I go off of this card, asking Archangel Michael to shield you and protect you, Capricorn. Okay, so you can just ask Archangel Michael to wrap you, okay, in his shield of protection from any toxic energies or emotions, people, environments around about you. Okay, and he will. Okay, because I want to say that as well. Now that takes us to your third card, which came out in the Libra spread, and it also came out, I believe, in the Virgo spread, and that is the Six of Emotion. All right, Six of Emotion. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions, Capricorn. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it actually was. Okay, people you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly, so watch for old friends, old family members, past partners showing up in your life unexpectedly, whether that's showing up at your door or, you know, being in the queue at the shop and turning around and it's like, oh, awkward. You know, like there's got to be something where somebody's going to show up unexpectedly. Okay, it might not be an awkward situation, it might just be like a hey, how are you, but it might be one of the ones where like, oh, that's awkward, they're standing right behind me. in the queue. Okay, children could be an important issue here, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. So for some of you, you may have some issues with your own children this month. Nothing to worry about. When I say that, it's like just things that need to be dealt with. All right. Maybe things that you never got to deal with before, like they're just lifting to the surface now, to be sorted out. And for a lot of you, it will be that you need to reconnect with your own inner child. Okay, so inner child healing, things that was unresolved for your childhood, you know, like that's coming to the surface, and it will really come to the head this month. You're going to really feel it, you know, because we're in October, and the veil's thinning. There's a lot coming to the surface, especially with the Libra new moon that we're in as well. There's a lot coming in and a lot of things shifting so that we can bring balance in. So that means a lot of the old inner things that were never resolved or sorted trying to come to the surface, all right, to get out. So, and also with that, I want to say, and that would move me on to the next card, okay, reconnecting with your own inner child is about having more fun, being more pure. You know, there's an innocence to you, and you have to learn to be like a child in the way of, you know, it's like a child is quite quick to forgive. They don't stay angry for long. They're genuinely very bubbly and joyful and happy, okay? And they tend to wake up every morning and look at the most positive, happy thing that they can do, you know, just to get the joy out of the day. Think like Mary Poppins. In every job that must be done, there's an element of fun, okay? It's like do things more positively and more joyfully to get you through, okay? Because that's more childlike as well. Okay, now moving on to your next card, which is card number 4, and this comes from the Animal Tarot deck. Okay, this card is bringing balance. Okay, it's bringing in the balance. It's bringing in the balance for you. Okay, so where are we with this? I feel a lot of you at the moment, Capricorn, are really looking forward. It's like you know the past is behind you and you're aware that it's there, but it's not got your full attention or focus anymore, if that makes sense. It's like, no, I'm more focused on moving forward, Sarah. Okay, and there is going to be emotions coming to the surface that you on a soul level are going to be like, I'll tread lightly on them, because you're still feeling quite sensitive anyway. Okay, so it's like something might come up as a memory and you're going to feel quite upset or sensitive towards it, or you're going to start crying and you're going to go, where the hell did that come from, you know? So I want to talk about that. So just treading lightly with emotions, but you know, if a tear needs to fall, let it fall. Capricorn, there's healing in that. There is so much healing in that. Alright, now this card is saying by merging varying points of view, you can generate an extraordinary new idea. Alright, so be open to conversation with others, taking their ideas and points of view, compromise with others, or collaborate to discover a better solution. So if there's been any hostileness or bitchiness, or like something's been said but taken in the wrong context, or like, you know, there's like going to be a conversation where it's like, yeah, this could even just be at work, where it's like, we need the balance here. People need to sit down, get together, come to a compromise where everybody's happy. Okay, so I want to talk about that because it'll bring forward a better solution with whatever this is that's going on around about you. Alright, and I also want to say in some way it'll move you forward from any darkness that's holding you back, because if there's anything tug of war in you from the past, Capricorn, that could tie into this conversation that needs to be had, if that makes sense. So this brings me to the last card. Like I say, it's came out for Libra, it's came out for Virgo, it's come out for Taurus. Alright, and that is in reverse. You can't go back to yesterday, be in the present. Alright, so that then again links in with your memories of your past, the balance that you now need when you have these conversations and you level things out, and then of course you're breaking free from your past because you're in that transformational stage. Alright, so where are we? Number 44. I should be able to recite this card because I've read it 4 times. So this card came out in reverse. Alright, and I don't read books. I really don't read the books. But because this is a bit of a different deck, It's a bit of a more darker image and things on these cards. I want to get to know them first, and that's why I'm using the book here. But this one did come out in reverse, and because it's in reverse in the book, I thought we'd give you it in reverse anyway. So the smaller divinational meaning, to this card, getting really itchy nose, is living in the past, speaking of past events, musing over what once was, believing you are the same as you once were, living through stories rather than the experiences. Memory overrides the present, so it's like not being able to see where you are now because you can just see it as it was, no anticipation of the future. Now, that was in reverse, all right? So it may only be for some of you that way because I got this card as moving forward, looking forward, all right? And obviously there's the opposite to that, okay, which is and I really feel there's going to be a half and half for some of you. Some of you are moving forward from the past, all right? And some of you are maybe still staying stuck there, but I don't want to say for long. It's not going to be for long because you're moving, you're breaking free. You are breaking free. You're coming out of that dark stage and getting ready to move forward into the sunset. All right, so where are we? In this lovely moment, Capricorn, Alice is being asked to recount her adventures for the people who long to hear them, and who long to hear them and who is genuinely interested. Alice would love to share too, but she knows if she talks a great deal about what happened and where she's from, she will never truly be able to begin to move forward and find out why she is now changed and is within the world of Wonderland. They want her to share so that they can be entertained and perhaps get to know her a little bit better. But for Alice, the thought of reliving her past is not good. It will not help them to know her, as she has begun to change so much. And therefore, her history is not a way to true friendship. Perhaps this is the same for you, Capricorn. Focus on creating the new memories, on sharing experiences and getting to know someone and letting them know you more in the present moment through observation and conversation, right? Because we spoke about that conversation that had to be met. Accept that you have now changed. As we change, the simple telling of who we were and what we did is sometimes not as powerful as sharing who we are now becoming in our new adventures. Right in the heart of this precious moment. Yes, we can share our past adventures and histories, but perhaps you were quite a different person back then. So consider, Capricorn, adventuring forth and fully experiencing the present with people you are connected with. Your past will spill out of you when the timing is right to share such things. All right, so there's going to be this conversation, which we spoke about earlier in this card, where it's like varying points of view, compromising with other people to discover a solution. All right, and it's like that's what this was talking about. It's like, don't think back to who you were before and the things that you've been through in your past, that you're a completely different person, you've changed now, so your thoughts, your points of view, everything has completely changed to come into alignment with you, who is now this beautiful butterfly. Well done, you. Okay? Transformation is not an easy process. It's not an easy process. It takes a lot out of us mentally, physically, to move forward in that spiritual transformation, and we rebirth all the time. It's a constant process, okay, but it is a beautiful process. But you have worked hard to get to where you are. Don't be afraid to leave the past in the past. Don't be afraid to live where you are right now, which is here and now in the present moment, Capricorn. You've worked hard to get to where you are. Free yourself and keep moving forward to your future. Don't let the past hold you back. Have an absolutely wonderful, spectacular Halloween, and I will be back, Capricorn, to see you in November. Thank you for joining me. Love and light.